Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As actually about to title today's video, here to introduce to you the Transformers defense in NBA 2K23. Now, as you can see, we have the video loaded up from last year's game, the #1 defense to shut down scoring guards in Pro-Am NBA 2K22 next gen. Now, this was a different time. It was double 5'10" point guards. That's what we were running. It was a really small lineup as far as that goes, but what we were able to do in that year's game was run two 7-3s, aka 7-2 and a 7-3 right here, and then a pure lock on the wing. So the scheme of this defense essentially is double team the point guard with your two weakest defenders. As long as the point guard is being double teamed, it doesn't matter how weak the defenders are. Now, there are different manipulation strategies as an offense as to how to take advantage of this defense we're running right here, but we have multiple different counters on defense to talk about too as far as that goes. So we are going to show some live commentary gameplay in today's video, and I will let you guys see in live com the gameplay itself, and then I'll go to some post-com breakdowns, but I just wanted to prepare you guys for what you're about to see. So the simple principles to this is, again, that your two weakest defenders are both on ball right here, and then ideally your best wing defender is on the wing right here, ready to rotate to the corner. And as you can see, everything is labeled right here. We have rotator slash baiter is this best wing defender essentially. That's where I'm going to be in today's video. Then we have this one on the right here that's on the triangle side. This is essentially how I'll break it down. Stack side equals two wing spot ups. It's where their shooting guard and power forward would be listed right here. Triangle side is where just their small forward is. There's only one off-ball player right here. So essentially, whoever is on triangle side has to stay responsible for staying on the point guard, because inevitably the center is going to slip when you give them the opportunity to free slip. This is basically a 3-2 zone, but you're putting your best defender on the wing instead of being on ball, because you want to be able to rely upon this rotation to be made. And the fact that this 6'7" is going to have to play two guys at once pretty often, because again, you're going to have to give support to the point guard from right here. This 5'10" on the left right here is middle support. He is the one that is here to only play the point guard's left and be ready to rotate to the shooting guard if the pass is made there, or just do a full rotation if the center gets sent all the way down. So now let's just continue that example that I'm talking about, where this 7-3 that is right here just rotated down to the paint, but now the center realizes that he's not open right after he gets sent down for the slip. Now he's got a big man on him. So now the center is going to come back up and try and set the screen. So now you have a 7-3 and a 5'10" in PNRD. It's not exactly what you want, but here's the thing. We can rely on the fact that we're going to be able to run triangle off this now, because now we can rotate again from this other corner. So now we have another big that's ready to drop down, and as long as you, as the 7-foot, 7'3", whatever you are, is ready to hedge to this right side where your other big man is, you're going to be able to send him down and boom, rotate to that corner. And now this is where we talk about red right here. So red means your front and corner right here, and then sending some heat off the wing right here. So as they send the big man down again, and then you run that rotation with the 7-3 running to the corner, and then the 7-2 dropping down, now this 5'10" wants to play the point guard's right and rely on the wing help right here from this guy, because we're running that red on the stack side. So boom, you're sending the heat from wing, and then the wing is getting help from the corner right here. And once again, the 6'7's role is to play two in all types of situations. I'm playing power forward and shooting guard, while this quote-unquote 5'10", it's really, like I said, a 6'1" in this gameplay that you're going to see, but he is ready to send help back to the point guard. And now this is how we just reversed the entire rotations. Now we have the 7-2 who's in the paint, we got the 7-3 who's in the corner, and now we got the 5'10" who's holding the point guard's right, and then we got the 5'10" right here to send help to his left. And then I'm here to play two and give up backdoors as well, because the center is in the paint in this example that I'm talking about. So let's introduce you guys to the lineup real quick and explain why we're running this defense. So as you can see, we have Denton and Tonic. These are two 7-foot plus bigs right here, and it is the main purpose that we're running this defense, because I wanted to still run the 5-out style, which has me as a shooting slashing point guard essentially, and I'm not an elite defender. I don't have great block and interior defense and stuff like that, so I can't really play back end like pick and roll or anything like that. We got Nut, who's not exactly elite defender either. He has another 6'9" that's pretty offensive oriented, and then we have Apollo, who's a 99 3-pointer build, and he's 6'1". So with this, we don't really have a lockdown anywhere, and this is what I think the whole purpose of the defense is. If you don't have a lock, you want to try and run this defense every now and then, because obviously somewhere we're benefiting from this is the fact that we don't have a lock, but it's at the expense of another big. So we have two bigs, and that's the whole purpose of the defense. You can really rotate to wherever you want and still have a rotation after it, like we just talked about, how if they run that slip down there, boom, we're sending the big man down. Now if he comes back up in the pick and roll, we can set him up to rotate again to the other big. So there's all types of versatility with this defense, and it makes up for the fact that we don't have an elite on-ball defender that can just, can do it with no help essentially, and can just defend the best point guards in the game. Now, these guys aren't exactly the most elite players. It was still matchup chats, and it was in the Hoff, chat and stuff like that. So people are still trying to find good games. These guys are trying to get better themselves. So they ran into us running a brand new style, brand new stuff, and you're going to hear us live commenting it out and explaining in live commentary how to do this stuff. And I'm explaining like while we're playing the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, for drop a like, stuff, and you turn on noties, all good stuff. And like always, try to win 2,000 likes. I am going to show live com from here. I will come back to some in-game post commentary and explain some breakdowns, but I hope you guys enjoy. It's actually a very short video as far as live com goes, so just stay tuned. We'll be right back with post com to explain some stuff, but I hope you enjoy, and I'll catch you in like a couple more minutes.
Then yeah.
7-footer, 6'1", 6'8".
Okay, yeah, they're pretty standard here. So guys,
Well,
I'm
they're
guarding.
gonna 6'7" shooting.
Guys, I'm guarding wing. Apollo, we should put you on the middle on sides.
Okay.
If we're playing Transformers, I want you to be the swing guy because we don't want you getting ISO'd like that. I'd rather it be Nut.
Okay.
We could also eventually end up transitioning into where me and Nut play sides D and you play wing, and we can still run stacks.
7'3".
Okay, so you're okay. I'm getting a nice, sweet walk up. Back up too. Okay.
Beautiful. Dante X, yes sir.
He's
Alright,
like
here I'm
fading.
calling zone. I'm finding the shooting guard. You and Tonic both corners.
Alright, so you're like right now. You're like right.
It don't matter what
And
corner.
then when the center slips, I'm going wing. You stay on
Yep,
ball.
yep. And Tonic, feel free to always. It's always gonna be stack side too, by the way.
Yeah, always sick.
Wait, you want me corner side or you want to be corner side?
You Nut want to be where like the they're in 3-2 by the way.
Slip it?
Just straight up.
Yeah, just go.
That's 3-3.
My bad, I went early.
Alright.
No,
shot.
you want to be closer to the middle of the court.
Okay,
Think of it
okay,
like
I thought
that.
so.
So I'm left. No, you're right.
So Nut, you want to be like right, yeah. And
now, but they just wrap it. So.
You want to go up late?
It's alright.
Back
It's alright.
in.
It's fine.
think I
Honestly,
got
you being in there is not the end of the world anyway, though.
Yeah. You guys are not the greatest.
Oh yeah.
Okay, don't be so hard on him.
We are the freelancers out here now.
Tonic, you know this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're gonna see some.
You're right. You're right. No, you're right.
Hey,
Right.
also don't. So you want to be? Think of it like this, Nut. I want Apollo to be the one to rotate to where our stack. Oh wow, I had you. But I want Apollo to be the one to rotate to me. If you get what I'm saying.
Like,
So you want to be further.
Okay.
You want to be further away from me than Apollo is, pretty much. I'll take wing
Stay in
here.
middle.
No, you can go up. I would probably Apollo swing over to the wing on that. Me and Nut are like boxed in right there. Can't really do anything.
11
So what's corner job with this? This
Corner job is always
See,
like
I'm left.
whoever's closer to me. Whoever's like Tonic is the dropper here. So like
Okay.
So you don't gotta
as
do
soon
it.
as this big slips, now Apollo rotates to the wing and I'm
Okay.
corner just like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you guys can stay
Yeah.
like regular PNRD if you want.
Yeah. 9 seconds. This guy should get 3 seconds too. Yeah, he's tired. Just fight through. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful, boys.
I'm filling in paint too. Yeah. Oh yeah. I got take too. If I have take, I just kind of want to go 5 out. Just me ball probably. No, you got any
Miss me, Laker?
preferences for anything you want? Yeah, a little bit. Do you have any preferences for what you want to do if you have take? Like you obviously want ball, but you want to like PNR it or you want to like
Switch me.
PNR, yeah,
Nice,
PNR's
nice.
cool.
You're dropped right here, dude.
Yep. I'm only holding this until you get there, Apollo. Yeah, perfect.
He's trying to
Tried.
die.
Perfect. Now you guys can
Like
just
how
front
we
back it.
shrink. Yeah.
Then you're pretty much playing backside. Ooh, yeah.
Oh no.
Good
Good crash,
box,
too.
good box.
Clean. I got take. I got you. Here, I'm filling in back up top. Okay. Yeah.
Tonic forgot to hold
Oh,
RT
fuck.
again.
No,
2-on-1.
Just kidding.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
Apollo, why are you so open,
Sure
dude?
there or not.
Well, yeah. Bro.
I couldn't see it
I'm
on my
sorry.
screen. I thought a guy was over there.
Me too, bro. I have my shit zoomed out as far as possible, too.
Hey, switch
But-
me, dude. Switch me. Yeah.
Okay. I'm in the pretty big, like, piece of this defense right here. Yeah, I just gotta play really good 2-on-1. Oh, fuck.
Give me that. Yes, sir.
We're gone.
We're running.
Uh-huh. Hey, hang on. Get us technical. Let them know.
I'm gonna come down here and press with you guys a little bit, too. Yep. Apollo, you.
Got it
Yep.
now.
Good.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Dude,
no.
this transformer shit is looking clean. We got no chem on this at all either.
I got take.
The guard feels like he needs to be a passer
Hey,
too.
no,
So, like,
save your
he's not
take.
trying to
Save your
score
take
at
a
all.
little bit. I'm gonna keep using mine if we get in this half court shit. But I'm still playing
gonna be you,
two.
dude.
You can release. You
Yeah.
can release now, Apollo. Yeah. Might have to go a little
Good
bit sooner
D,
than
good D,
that, but
good D.
we're good.
Wow.
RBA? Unless you have it. Okay. Yeah. Here, I'm just going regular. Hold on. Dude, we are schmoving right now. He's flopping and shit, running out of bounds. Oh!
No!
Oh, fuck.
I'm a little too touchy.
Missed.
Oh, these guys about to be. Oh,
That
there's no
corner.
way.
Yo,
I'm PNR with you.
I got the 6-1
About
on
to
me.
get it. What you mean?
Woo! I got the 6-1 on me.
Pick him up, Dan. Let him cook.
Hey!
Oh, man.
I tried to
Yeah,
do
this is
a post
devious.
fade.
Do you have hook on your guy? Or no?
Yeah, he's got
I,
close shot.
I feel like I can green it pretty
That's
good.
clean. That's clean. Hell yeah. Ooh, hold on. Oh, no. Damn.
Get
I was
fast.
gonna. Yeah.
They are not out of this.
Here, I got inbound jam. Apollo, clear out. Go left wing. Because obviously that's going to have to fill in the right wing.
Left corner.
God, that one looked devious. Yeah, this one is over. I wouldn't be surprised if they're quitting soon.
Yeah, I mean, we went through the trouble to set up the series with them.
Hey, Nut, if you ever get in danger like that, you could still play back in and just take the center fully. You know what I mean?
Why
Like,
did you-
I am
with
too
that.
much of a big dog for them to do that.
Why did you go up?
What a dot.
because that one Nut, you
Right.
kind of stayed down with the big, obviously. And if you get that far in, you could just stay and we just cancel any rotation that's to be made.
Okay.
Because you still got 81 block and like some interior D2, so it might be all right. I'm here in the corner.
Give me that!
Tonic paint.
Yo,
Holy
my
shit.
arms are so long. I got post take.
Ni hao.
That's off.
I missed.
Tough. Oh, okay.
Yo,
Dude, we
what
held
a
him to
corner,
2
bro.
with this shit. We held him to 2.
1 for 11.
That is a tough one. I'm gonna reset my Xbox.
No, I mean, they're still all here.
That's there it
yeah, they're
goes.
outta here.
Yeah, first quarter. Dude, that's
Hey, I'm
insane
not-
too. 'Cause I mean, we're not playing any actual. There's no locks on the court at all. Like,
Yeah, there is.
They've got
I mean, you know what I mean though. Like we don't.
Block that heart, you know.
All right, so as you can see, we hold them to 1 for 12, 5 turnovers, and completely demolish them in the first quarter. 26-2 in the first. That's ridiculous, bro. And I'm telling you, I don't think these guys are as bad as you may think. I just think this is a brand new style that they've never seen before, and I expect that that's going to be the case for a lot of people. And I really do want to stress one more time, you have to have 2 bigs to make this defense work. It will not work if you only have 1 big in the corner and then like a point guard in the other corner. Now, debatably, if you ran with a power forward and center, you could still put your 4 in the corner, but then it becomes questionable as to who the heck is going to be on your wing. So I guess to dumb things down a little bit, let's just talk about like a comp pro-am team, essentially. I'll just use positions because obviously it's not going to make a lot of sense as far as who the players are, but just consider the positions, right? So let's talk about their point guard, shooting guard, small forward, aka their lock, then their 4 and their 5. So if you wanted to with a comp pro-am team, put your 4 in a corner and your 5 in a corner, and put your pure lock on the wing, and then double team with your shooting guard and point guard. You could have your point guard likely be the rotator, aka the guy that was playing in Apollo's role in this game. Have your shooting guard be the on-ball defender, aka the nut role in this game. And then you have your lockdown be my role in this game, where I'm playing the wing defense and playing 2-on-1s. Because you want your absolute most elite defender to be this lockdown spot that's playing the wing D. So you can be the rotator, you can be the baiter, all types of stuff like that. It's extremely important. Then you want your 4 and your 5, your biggest players, to be your rotators. So to break things down, I figured we could just show the whole post commentary. So we weren't exactly understanding early on what we were trying to get at right here. Not to mention he kind of just rim ran nut right there. So this actually is another thing too. If they end up in a situation where they're working extremely far to the other side on the PNR, we don't have to go like, you know, Transformers D right here. We don't have to go with the stack side. We can just make it as simple as this. Nut rotates to corner, Denton rotates to paint, Apollo stays ball. This is simple triangle right here. So if you are on the right side of the court, you can still run triangle. It's just obviously I'm not involved on ball D, so I'm not exactly communicating that out. But either way, you can see Denton is there for the rim run a little bit as well. I would advise Denton just, you know, send it more on the paint right here. You can just absolutely play the guards drive because you're eventually going to end up on the big on the roll anyway. So that's definitely something that can happen. You can see Apollo, his idea was just to force the rotate to the stack side. So this is something that I should be better at too, communicating, because I didn't really explain that we could still run triangle right here. But yeah, Apollo would ideally just still follow the ball, and he would guard the ball handler right here, chase the point guard, Denton rotate down to the center, and nut over to the corner. Boom. That's simple, right? Now, That was their only 2 points of the whole game. So I will just only be showing defensive possessions in this game. All right, so next up, we are once again trying to set up with the stack. So I'm on the left wing. We got Apollo ideally trying to get on this left side right here, and Nut ideally trying to get on the right. We want Nut away from the stack side. We want Apollo near the stack side because we want Apollo to swing over here and me swing to the corner, Tonic swing down, stuff like that. So now as you can see, boom, we're doing it. Now the thing is, they run the wrap on this. What we need to do on this is just understand this is just two-man game from this point. I'm rotating to the corner, and then boom, they have this situation going on here where Apollo is left, Nut is right. So now in my opinion, what Apollo could do, because this is actually the perfect counter on offense to do, like as to attacking our defense right here. What Apollo probably should do is wall off the point guard's left, have Tonic hedge his middle, and we just run stack off it now. This is basic stack. We have a back end, like, you know, pick and roll dude, which ideally, like, I know Tonic is pretty tall and isn't really meant to do it, but that's the makeshift aspect of this defense. We're having people out of position in areas they shouldn't be. Now, for me, I'm front and corner. It's as simple as that. I'm trying to just send Apollo some help from this left wing, but Apollo also should just be playing his left, have Tonic play his middle. Tonic would swing over to the wing swings to corner swings down to paint. That's the whole point. If we do the rotation and we end up with the big man in the PNRD, the rotation cannot be to me. I don't have the interior defense or the block to be able to do that. If we want to run another rotation, it's got to be toward Denton, and we have to send people in that way toward Denton, aka, like I said, Tonic would hedge the middle, swing over to the wing, Nut swings from wing to corner, Denton swings down to the paint. We're running just stack, simple as that. But either way, it's fine. We can still run regular PNRD. It definitely can still work. As you can see, they end up trying to go up with the mash right there. Close shots, just, it is what it is. That is just how they are, man. Nut going with a crazy shot attempt right there. I gotta say, I'm looking forward to playing with Nut like this. He really can do some crazy things with the ball in his hands. But anyway, once again, Apollo trying to play the middle, Nut playing the right. They're going with some random, like, you know, cut and stuff. It is what it is. That doesn't really need to be shown, to be honest with you. All right, so now this is a really good defensive possession to talk about. So you're going to see Apollo already sets up on the side of the wing. He's just here for wing help, and now Nut is just completely playing the ball, right? So now Apollo, really you could blitz right here, by the way. Like, if they don't have a guy up ready enough, and this is their center for that matter, and the plan is that you're giving up the free slip anyway, right? Like, between Nut and Apollo, they are just double teaming the point guard until the center goes down. So they don't even have to be careful of that slip. They could just be double teaming right here. Like, Apollo could have played for the bump on the left, Nut could have played for the bump on the right. Maybe Nut is still protecting the rim run a little bit more, but obviously even if he does rim run, Tonic could just go and Apollo could bail. Boom. It's as simple as that. This is a really freakish 3-2 zone because you're putting your biggest and best off-ball defenders in these situations where I am like playing 2 right here, and it's really going to punish them for doing this tight spacing and a lot of three-point line stuff. And if they wanted to run pick and pops and stuff too, it doesn't matter. We can defend pick and pop with 2 guards for that matter. So anyway, to get back to the defensive possession right here, Apollo is playing the left, Nut is playing the right. As you're going to see, they give up the free slip. Again, you guys can play really blitz heavy up here too if you really would like, but as you can see, let's go ahead and divert some attention to off-ball D because I can't be ball watching. What I have to do is be kind of watching the point guard though, a little bit, but read maybe the movement and how the defense is setting up. As you can see, I'm ready to just fake step to the corner and ready to run back to the wing if I wanted to do this here. I mean, there's a lot of mental mind games you could play in my role right here. So there is either A, you stand flat-footed and just wait to find where the ball goes, and then you go wherever the ball goes. Now you may question, well, what if they just throw it at the corner while the slip happens? What can happen is I can just like play corner, run back to wing. Ghost contesting in this game is so good, and you're gonna see it like on display in this game as well. But as you can see, I'm ready to just fake step to the corner and run to the wing if that doesn't happen. So right here, I'm just getting in the point guard's head. If he dots wing, I'm already prepared to run back to the wing anyway. And then I would fake step for long enough until Apollo can recover for me, and then I'll run back to the corner as well. But as you can see, I'm just there with the corner. If he like passes to the corner, boom, it's just man from here. It's just Nut on ball, Apollo on the wing, me corner, and then Tonic on back end. But again, what we actually could probably do is for Nut to play the middle really hard. We didn't talk about this enough in the video, so just understand, it was our first time ever running Transformers. I wanted to give you guys the introduction video so I could use a lot of talking points and learning points. But again, after this rotation, now if you wanted to still have another rotation to be had, Nut can just overplay the middle right here, overplay his left, let Tonic come up here and hedge for his right, and then let Tonic be ready to just be on the triangle right here and just be ready to rotate again to Denton. So again, we could do multiple different things. These guys ended up running a lot of front back in this stuff. I wouldn't advise it to be a very long-term play for you to just only play front back, and I mean that very seriously. If you guys try and run this defense with your own prime team, and all you do after that rotation is run straight front back, you're gonna end up in a situation where Apollo is guarding ball. Like, let's say Apollo had the ball like as a defender right here, and then Tonic as a 7-2 is on the back end with it. You don't want a 6-1 guard with low defense having a 7-2 back end as you're playing regular PNRD with no rotation. It's the whole point of this defense. We would be able to just have Nut overplay left right here, Tonic right, Denton on the right corner, and ready to, like, you know, triangle this right here as well. So It's just my idea and my explanation as far as that goes. Also, by the way, what we should be doing on defense too. If they ever send the big man down, I want both corners to be fronting. Denton should front right corner right here to give Nut some help. Apollo doing that red stuff I was talking about. This is exactly what I was talking about, by the way, with the red. So Denton could front corner right here, give Nut some help to the right. Apollo is there to blitz a little bit and help to this left. And then I'm playing 2 once again. So I'm ready to just step for Apollo if he ever has to. Right here, though, as you can see, it's really deep into the wing. But again, if Apollo is sending that help, I'm ready. I'm moving and ready to like move to that wing and play 2. And as you can see, there's a lot of shrinkage of the floor that is going on right here. And I can only imagine how elite this would be if you didn't have a 6'1" point guard on the court. All right, so again, into the next defensive possession. I want to really like stress the point of how important my defensive role is in this defense. I know a lot of like pure locks and stuff like that, you'd have too much ego to ever switch off ball. But I'm telling you, if you run this defense right here, the most important role is this wing defender. This defense would not work if I was playing Apollo's role and Apollo was playing mine, because being that 6'1" with low prim D, low challenger, stuff like that, it's not going to work. Same with like the low body frame, just being small in general, and also maybe just in general too, your like jumping ability, contest ability off like jump contest. Anyway, to explain this, as you can see, we have Apollo playing that right, Nut playing the left. Again, we don't care about the slip. It does not matter at all. Now, as you can see, they check to me in the corner because Apollo is a little bit late to rotate, right? Now, even if this dude is maybe playing like way at the hash or something, right? I can still play 2 on this, I promise you. So, what I do, I step to him. This would still work 100% as long as I know Apollo is going to go to this wing. I don't want him to ever like check it and run to this corner. I am only here to ghost and fake step this wing, and I really do want to stress the point of it can still work if this guy's way at the hash. I can still fake step to the wing and just stay in his face until he passes the ball, ready to go to the corner. I'm never putting my hand up. I am never going to jump at him. I'm never going to contest that like that because I know Apollo is on the way, ready to come over here to the wing. I just have to hold this long enough for him to recover, and then boom, I'm able to just run back out here. If he waited this out, shot the ball right as I'm moving to the corner and right before Apollo gets here, that's just an elite play from a wing. I'm willing to like make that play. I'm willing for them to like do that on offense 100%. But right here, as you can see, we patch everything up perfectly. We're here with like the same thing once again. If Nut wanted to right here, he can overplay the right, have Denton hedge his left, and run another triangle off this. At the end of the day, it's inexperienced pro-am players. It's inexperienced players as far as running this defense, and I didn't want to overload them with too much information or anything like that. But again, if Nut was overplaying that middle, have Denton hedge to his left and ready to run the triangle off that, that is how you really unlock the full potential of this Transformers defense. To be able to run the triangle or stack off of your rotation already. That stuff gets freakish, man. But anyway, as you can see, I'm here to still play 2. What we can actually do, for that matter too, because again, if you're going to see Denton playing this far down low, ideally we're still going to want to give Nut some help. So Tonic and Denton aren't really contributing too much. As you can see, Tonic eventually like does actually come out the corner and like front a little bit, but what I'm doing is kind of just making up for the fact that Apollo has to help a little bit for Nut too, because he's getting caught on the screen a little bit. Denton's staying really far back. Again, this is where ideally you're not even doing it like this. You would be more structured on defense where Nut is playing the middle, Tonic ready to drop, and then Denton playing the left ready to help Tonic for the drop. Long story short, if you're playing front back D like this, you can still overcome it a little bit like this. So I am just baiting them, wanting them to move the ball into this area. Same with me and Apollo. I mean, as you can see, I'm there to fake step to the corner. Apollo is here to contest the shot. I mean, it's just how it is, man. It's going to be contested most times. Even though you think that's an open shot, it's still a 9%. And again, I cannot stress how freakish this defense could be if you have, let's say, 2 6'9s as your 5-out options, and maybe you have some freaky stuff where, to give you some context on offense, I'm thinking what we would do is maybe replace Apollo with Spillboy, aka another lockdown, like a 6'9 lock. All right, so if we add a 6'9 back end, like true power forward, he can be the back end for us at all times. It could be me and Nut as the wing defenders, and then we would have Tonic and Denton as our both like big men ready to swing and drop. So we would have nothing but 6'9s. It would be me and Nut playing wing and wing on D. It would be our like 2 ball defenders, right? And then Spillboy would play back end. No matter who gets involved, we still have me or Nut on ball, Spillboy ready to play like swing and just back end anywhere. It's a lot of versatility. It's a lot of different things we can do, and as long as we can make offense work without a 6'1 point guard on the court, I think it'd actually be really crazy. So we'll see as far as my explanation on that stuff goes long term. I'm not sure what the lineup's going to look like long term. I'm not sure who's even going to be playing for that matter either, but we have options. We have a lot of different things we can do. All right, so one more defensive possession right here. We won't spend too much time in the post commentary talking about this stuff, but anyway, as you can see, Nut on the left, Apollo on the right. Again, if they work this pick and roll from super close over here, we can just have Nut be the rotator to the corner. corner and Apollo stay on ball, this is definitely an option. And again, this is also where if you don't have a 6-1 on the court, it would make it even more freakish because you can just rotate anywhere you want with so much size. I'm telling you guys, I think this defense could break the game if you do it with the right lineup. But anyway, again, we could still do that triangle right here. It'd probably be the ideal thing to do because now you can see like Nut's kind of dropping with the big. You can even see like Nut ended up running to this corner and thought Denton might just be the rotator. But now I still have to do this because Tonic might be rotating down as well. And now Apollo ends up rotating, but now we would need Nut to know that he has to stay up high in case this ends up happening right here. But either way, I'm still playing 2, man. As you can see, we get a 29% contest on this. And I can jump, I can ghost it, I can just do whatever. I am only watching these 2 guys. I am never, ever going to be helping off the wing right here. You got me so wrong if you think I'm ever like stepping off this wing right here and like step into the middle. Because that's these 2 jobs. These 2 guys right here definitely have to patch up this whole wing stuff on their own. And that's the whole point. They're here to double team the point guard. Nobody should ever get beat right. Nobody should ever get beat left. It's just the point guard should not be scoring in this situation. We are forcing him to pass the ball. And again, I'm ready to ghost this if he ends up like running it back. But as you can see, Tonic is pretty low right here, or pretty like far away from the corner, I should say. So I end up going for the jump. Tonic is not really there for the rebound yet either, and obviously we can still like, you know, re-rotate. I'm here to the corner, Apollo's on the wing, Nut finds the wing as well, and boom, Nut's there for the wing and he's able to get the interception. I mean, this stuff goes hard, bro, and this is our first time running it as well. I'm really interested to see how elite this could be if you get like consistent reps with this stuff as well, man. But anyway, that's pretty much all for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, if you're new to noties, good stuff. Like always, try to 2,000 likes, and if you made it to the end of the video, put Transformers in the comments. Show support to me all the way through. Where this idea actually stemmed from, real quick, I want to go back to the YouTube video real quick that I did in 2K22. So this idea stemmed from the fact that we were running double 5'10" point guards in 2K22, right? With also 7'2" bigs. Like I was on a 7'2" big because I had to for the offensive pick and roll. And then Tonic style wasn't really too supportive of running like a 6'9" back end or anything like that. So we had a predicament here because we wanted to run 2 point guards, we wanted to still have a lock on the court, and we wanted to still have 2 bigs. So this is the exact lineup we ran into, where we were like, dang, well, what do? We're going to put like a 7'2" with me on the back end and have a 6'7" lock with like, yeah, we still have a big in the corner to rotate to, but then we have like, you know, a 5'10" on wing and a 5'10" in the corner as well. It'd be like a 6'7" playing pure lock and a 7'2" on the back end. And it's not very comfortable, long story short. So what we could do instead was just do this. Double team the point guard, Transformers. You got all types of different options. You can run rotate after rotate after rotate after rotate, as long as you're comfortable with the 7'3" or 7'2" in the back end. And this can be elite, man. You can have elite defensive rebounding with this too. You could have, for that matter, run this exact same lineup. I mean, you just sub the 5'10s for like 6'1s, and you could run still a 6'7" pure lock. I mean, it actually would work perfectly, bro, to be honest with you. So I'm really intrigued as far as how this defense can roll. I'm not exactly sure how to fit the personnel yet with what I'm thinking for our comp pro-am team. This right here was obviously just our 5-out team. It's a little bit more like content based and just fun in general. But I'm intrigued, man. I'm really interested to like test the limits of this defense and see what we can do with it as far as what different lineups we can contribute. And maybe that's that new 6'11" I have. Maybe I could actually use the 6'11" and just play corner D. Or obviously, you know, the wing D's kind of up for debate. We don't really know yet, but who knows? I'm just saying there's options. But anyway, that's all for the video. Hope y'all enjoyed. And on that, take it easy, man. Peace.